Welcome. It is Saturday morning, so you know it's time for another live edition of the Extra Point. Pure Culture in the house. Michigan Michael McCrary from Boys to Men in the house. Just watched last week. If
the closer and the closer I get to you, gives me want to know that you'll stay around.
And those silky, soulful tones that you heard is our First Lady of Sports, Tasha T. Sizzle. That tape, that album, what do you call them now? Tape? We called them tapes back then. Is it an album?
No, it was CDs when they came out.
That CD brings back memories. That's when me and Tasha were little young rattlesnakes slithering around in the grass. You know what I'm saying? That was a great time. That first Boys to Men album, the second one as well. Good morning. Plenty of football to talk today. We want to say good morning to our boy Junior in the house. That solid win for your Wolverines last.
That was a huge win.
Hey, Junior, go blue, man. You VIP now. You really.
And they covered the spread. What was that first time in like 6 games?
Mike, let me just say this real quick, and then we're gonna get to football, y'all. I promise. So we're gonna use the word vacillate. Me and Mike are vacillating back and forth all week over these damn spreads because I get emotional, and I always take my team to win and to cover. So I was like, I'm out. I'm done with Michigan. I'm done. At the last second, I said, no, I'm gonna bet on this one again. I'm gonna take the under, and I'm gonna take Michigan with the points. Mike said, no, I'll take the over. They just changed it. And I was like, nah, man, I ain't taking the over. They be burning me. I took the over. When Izzo got that tech, I was like, hit that shot.
Yeah.
Izzo got that tech. We get the win in the Breslin Center for what, the 8th time this century. We get the huge win that really puts us in the catbird seat for the Big Ten championship.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday, Tom Izzo. Happy 71st birthday. Take that ass whooping with a side of ice cream. It was a great night to be a Michigan Wolverine.
With the side of ice cream.
Whoop that ass. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have our matchup set for Super Bowl 60. The AFC champion New England Patriots would be taking on the NFC champion Seattle Seahawks. Now, as you all recall, these two met 11 years ago in one of the more memorable Super Bowls in the history of the NFL. I remember being in a Vegas hotel watching that game at a party and seeing my dear brother Carlos in real time, a huge substantial bet go down the drain when Russell Wilson threw that pick. You think Richard Sherman was doing that?
Don't say Russell Wilson threw that pick. You think a petty coach called that play. And what did you see Barnum do? Laugh on the sideline.
Even the referees was like, why did they hand it to Marshawn? We will see plenty of that this week. So given the fact of the backdrop behind these two teams, Mike, how excited are you for this rematch? Let's put it on a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm going to say a 4. I was going to say a 3, but a 4. They're not exciting teams. I mean, they're not. What's the storyline here?
I think that is the storyline 11 years ago.
It's going to be a boring Super Bowl.
Tasha, what put a number on it this morning? Beautiful.
I'm inclined to put it on the lower end, but the exciting part for me is I really want to see Stephon Diggs win one because it's something about, I'll never forget that look he had when Buffalo lost that year and they had that one photo of him just standing there. Mm-hmm. And for whatever, as petty as he is or whatever he has going on outside of football, that image has always stuck with me. So when he got to New England, I was like, yeah, career's over. And for him to have the season that he's having, for him to finally make it to the Super Bowl, mm-hmm. I'm kind of rooting for him. So that's piquing my interest because I really want to see him win a Super Bowl. It ain't got nothing to do with Drake May and Sam and a Darnold. You know, he's getting into that.
Wait a minute, he gets the Anda now? He's an Anda?
But again, like I said, we can't help the boy got drafted by the Jets. And then, you know, the Jets is an organization that will ruin your career.
Yes.
I'm the feel-good stories are kind of making me put it maybe like at a 6.
At a 6. Okay. I'm going to go 3 from From
Again, it has nothing to do with football. Mine is basically the feel-good story.
Yeah. And thank you for bringing some more nuance to that, because I think mine will spike as we get closer to game time. But to Mike's point, like we could have had, and to segue, good morning, Farrah, we could have had Matthew Stafford, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, and the law office of Blake and Williams going up against one of the best defenses that we've had in the last several years in the NFL. That would have been a good storyline. We don't get that. We get two teams that are basically blue-collar teams that are below the radar, that just kind of bring their lunch pail to work. They have a physical style of play. They're not very fancy. Mike Vrabel, Tasha, Mike, you know this, just being so close to the orbit of the Titans, he's not going to give you nothing to talk about this week. He's not going to stoke the fire. Mike McDonald looks like that he's built from the same cloth.
Sweet freedom. Shine the light on. Oh, that's not. Oh, wrong, Mike.
And shout out to the both coaches from the Big Ten. Just saying, best conference right now.
SEC. All the coaches came from Alabama. SEC.
You mean Michigan State? That's what you mean, Michigan State.
See. Thank God, Tasha, that you got pretty feet, because you stay 10 toes down. We're gonna test that theory a little bit later in the show. Yeah, she ain't got no jacked up feet. Michigan State's better. Good morning, Ultimate Wolf 7505.
I don't get the comment. I don't understand it.
I do, because he says go green. Ultimate Wolf 7505. I just want to ask you a question, just real quick. And welcome to the show. Make sure you like and subscribe. Mike just gave the Big Ten some love, so we can be friends after this question. Y'all really thought y'all was gonna push us around, didn't you? Y'all was flagrant fouling. Y'all was y'all got the memo that we weren't that tough on the interior, that we were kind of a pretty boy program. We were diving on the floor. Montrez Johnson was knocking shit to the stanchions.
And it ain't finna be no go green after they done retired Trey Burke's jersey the other day. All ball. Mm-hmm.
All ball. Mike, I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to talk about the three. Speaking of Trey Burke, since we're on,
man, the only thing I didn't like about them raising his jersey is that the replay of the all ball, like they had us relive it, and I was like, man, and then slow it down. You literally see a ball, and they're like, well, maybe, and then the announcers were like, well, maybe it's body, and then clearly no body. He just fell down. I'm like,
no.
And then they get their wins vacated. And don't know about, but they want to keep our shit furled down in Schembechler, in the basement of Schembechler Hall from the Fab Five, but they don't want to give us nothing. Oh, okay, we good.
The fact that these two are Michigan fans, it's like I hit the lottery, y'all. Like, I love them anyway. Like, they could have been fans of any team. As you know, in football, we totally disagree, but they're Michigan fans and die hard. Mike, Tasha, way to take me down memory lane. And welcome, bro. Love the vibes, though. Right. Hey, Breslin was popping last night. I thought y'all was going to jump on our coach. But Dusty, way to sit there.
Yeah, that student section was about to come out there. I was like, man, y'all better leave him alone.
Y'all better get – I was like, Ricky! I was scared for my coach because, hey, Michigan State look like they can throw hands now. Like all jokes.
You're right. We usually split. I mean, not usually.
Yeah, we usually get whooped up there. So no, much love to Michigan State. Put y'all in the opposite bracket from us, and let's do it in Indianapolis, where it really counts. Let's just do it there. All right. Tasha, back to football. Is Patriots fatigue a real thing?
I don't think so now, because we've been so long without them. So, and I think, like I said, it's the feel-good stories coming out of it. You got Vrabel coming, getting fired by the Titans, coming in, taking Drake May, who people thought, was going to be left on the scrap heap, him coaching them, being a defensive guy who is, but you can kind of tell he's a defensive guy because they offense really ain't offense, and if you know what I mean. Yeah. But it's all the feel-good stories, and like this is a more lovable Patriots era.
That is true.
because you don't have the hoodie with his smug attitude. And as much as people say they like Tom Brady, especially these Michigan fans, thinking, oh, we love Tom Brady. Y'all wasn't even fucking with him when he was in Michigan because he was nothing at Michigan. That
was Drew Henson's team, but keep going.
Exactly. It's the Tom Brady fatigue. And me, of course, y'all know that one AFC championship game with that fucking tuck rule, which I think it pissed me off, gave Vinatieri enough time for them to clear the lines for Vinatieri to get out there and take that Super Bowl opportunity away from the GOAT, Jerry Rice, and one Charles Woodson.
Charles, like that was a hell of a play.
Winner, Charles Woodson, and the fake, the flake gate. Tom Brady went on to that Super Bowl, which should have been rightfully the Raiders with Jerry Rice and Charles Woodson.
So you saying y'all handled the Rams?
Huh?
Y'all would have handled the Rams is what you said.
I'm not a Raiders fan.
I said, would you would have handled the Rams?
Man, any team with Jerry Rice at that time would have won. Don't play. I'm
not disputing that. I'm not disputing that.
You saw his record at San Francisco. He ain't never lost a Super Bowl.
Never lost.
Well, he did lose that one with the Raiders, though. Tampa Bay smoked that ass.
He wasn't on that team then.
He wasn't? That's right. That's when he was doing his Charles Barkley tour by then, when he was trying to grow the braids and still look young. But he started right here.
It was starting back here. Like this.
Mike, are you suffering from Patriots fatigue?
No, I mean, I agree. I think it's a whole different team, like a whole different coach, a whole different demeanor, whole different quarterback. Like, no.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm okay.
Well, another year has come and gone, and I'm going to be totally transparent. We'll see if our lovely co-host feels the same way. Cowboys fans and Jerry Jones are suffering from championship drought fatigue. Like, it's getting ridiculous now. Like, 30-some years, this was the team that, if you would have told me when Emmitt Smith still had a hairline that we wouldn't sniff an NFC championship game ever again, like ever again, how young I was.
And that hairline was struggling. That high top fade
it was struggling. It was struggling. I'm gonna just let that sit there because Soul chose violence this morning. He said he was on that team. They got washed. Well, I'm gonna stay focused. We're gonna come back to you, Soul. Good morning. Make sure you check them out.
Real? Now I done forgave you, bruh.
Great content. So we're fatigued. And Mike, I think we have receipts to show that we're fatigued. Every other day, we're trying to run Jerry out of the organization, even though he owns it. We run coaches out of town. We run players out of town. Every move he makes, we cry about it. We cheer about it. But then every spring, it's our year to win the championship. Tasha, our 49ers fans.
He still won 4. So, Jarrell, I'm going to go on and, yeah, you was right. I forgot he was on that team. He still won.
Mike just scared me.
Like that.
I was like, wait a minute.
She said, hold on, let me hit that
U-turn. It's funny how a dead skin fan, a Commander fan who ain't
Tasha.
Jarrell.
Mike, this ain't a good time for him to do that, is it?
Jarrell. I thought we was friends, Jarrell. Don't I keep the heat on, Jarrell? Don't I keep the heat on?
Well, Anime, I'm gonna need you to eat this cake because
no, that was Francis L.
Oh, Francis L. I'm gonna need you to answer this honestly, and I'm not trolling. I'm really asking: are 49ers fans suffering from championship drought fatigue?
I think both of our when you have teams, like I said, I don't hate the Cowboys. I really do just like to troll Cowboy fans, especially since they got Dak. So I root for Dak and I like CD Lamb. What's sad and what I think we're suffering from is why in the fuck can't we get this done syndrome? Especially like, I don't understand how the Cowboys, they'll have all this praise, all this prominence going into the season, playing good ball, looking good. And if they do happen to make it to the playoffs, they can't ever get it done. Same with us. Good teams making it to the playoffs, been to the Super Bowl twice in the last couple of years and can never win. Like, that's what's bothering me is you have all, and you're getting beat by teams that, everybody want to say Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. But it's
was up double digits on them twice in the Super Bowl, though.
Right. And it's like, those teams can be beat. And again, they say, oh, the refs, like when Mike's Eagles won. That was probably the first time since the Chiefs had been in the Super Bowl that the calls were not going in their favor, because the refs were holding their whistles. They weren't giving Mahomes all them ticky tack. Oh, you blinked at the quarterback, or he was running out of bounds, and somebody hit him. Oh, that's a flag. His ass was running out of bounds. You made yourself a runner at that time, so you deserve to get hit. Personal foul, roughing the pass, all that kind of shit. That's what I'm suffering from, is letdown syndrome.
Okay, Mike, I think this is as far as we've ever gotten with her on this conversation. So I feel kind of bad for asking you this, Mike, but is it true that the 49ers are just the Cowboys with a BBL?
When it comes to premier organizations where I think both fan bases have put themselves at, yes.
And that's
what I mean. What I mean is you have three tiers. You have the top tier who has 4 or more championships, to where not winning a Super Bowl is no longer the objective. It's winning the Super Bowl. Like, that's your status. So no one else talks about going to the playoffs or getting to the AFC championship game or what have you. They're like, did we win? No. Okay, time to move on. You have a middle tier to where you have established organizations that have maybe 2 or 3 that still, they don't talk about getting to the first week or the first round of the playoffs. They're not happy with it. They're championship or bust. And then you have the bottom tier who's just happy to be consistently getting to the playoffs. I think the Cowboys and 49ers are both up there, and it's championship or bust every year. Like, that is what it is.
We beat Joe Lewis's ass with the 3rd string. That's all I got to say.
Aha, but where's the spoon?
Where's the spoon?
No, Mike, you saw that coming. Good morning, AP Culture. Okay, like this is progress, because, Mike, I do agree with you that the 49ers and the Cowboys are in a tier to where it's championship or bust. And we'll throw New England, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh in that Elite 5, to where that's the expectation because of the storied history and the championship pedigree.
But it's more of a letdown to me as a Niners fan, because we should have won something by now, because we are there. You know, like I ain't one of them moral victory. I mean, me and Mike and I, me and you, we always go back and forth. Oh, we made the playoffs. I hate that argument more than anything in the world. That's just banter between us. What's the fucking use of going to the playoffs and you ain't winning nothing?
Mike,
it's not like
in this show.
It's not like the NCAA where the further you go, the more money your conference gets. They ain't getting no money for going to the playoffs.
No, right. It's not like Miami got $12 million for beating Texas.
What up, though?
What up, though? Cowboys fans checking in. They know the Pied Piper. When we bring up that star, we come out the bushes on your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's a Cowboy fan right there. Good man. Good clean. All right.
It's always right after the draft too.
Black awareness ready. Good clean girls.
Right. Good. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you for going there. But Mike, now, what I thought I was going to rope Tasha into was the relevancy part of it, because we do banter, and she says at least we're relevant, which pretty much excludes my team, the Tennessee Titans, because they're not relevant, and we're in that bottom tier that you described. That I'm just looking to consistently make the playoffs, and then let the chips fall where they may after that. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we catch a New England break where we're playing all injured stars and shit like that. I just want to get back to winning football. Like, so I was just curious if internally 49er fans was like, damn, because I don't see Shanahan getting no smoke, nor should he. He did a great coaching job this year.
I mean, because we're actually playing winning football. We just ain't winning when you supposed to be winning.
Is being a letdown worse than being a bottom feeder?
Yes.
I think so. I
don't think so, man.
You don't think so?
I think both teams, the Cowboys and 49ers, are literally like one big piece away to where these bottom feeders, no, man, they need help. They need defense help, offensive help.
But Mike, if you're a bottom feeder, you ain't got no what we say Wildcats, UGLY, you ain't got no alibi. If you're a bottom feeder, you ain't got no hope. If you happen to get it, you happen to get it. But when you have organizations who have a history of championships, a history of winning, a history of putting a decent product out there, and you can't never get it done. That shit is that's a letdown.
It's painful. It's really painful. I remember the 90s, the late 90s, early 2000s Titans that for some reason either it's Kevin Dyson can't get the yard or Ray Lewis want to eject the ball out of Eddie George's hands.
No, he scared the shit out of Eddie George. That's what happened.
Eddie got his get back in 03 though. He walked off into the sunset with some get back, but that is true. They kind of punked him in that one. Steve McNair was the only one that had a little on him in that game. They didn't give him no help, but those hurt. 2008, we start off 10-0. We got Baltimore coming in with Joe Flacco. We lose. It was like, I think that hurts more than this season at the Titans when I'm out of it by Halloween. You know what I'm saying? There's no letdown. Hell, we ain't won but one game all year.
Would you rather be a 49ers fan or a Jets fan? I'd rather be a
49ers. 49ers.
That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't want to be a Jets fan.
No, but you said Jets. Now, there's one thing to be bad. There's another thing to be dysfunctional.
Insert bottom feeder team here.
Point well taken. Good job by you, and we'll park that there. Now, Tasha, I'm gonna give you a cyber hug. I didn't expect us to get this far with this conversation. I'm very proud of her transparency right there. Good job. Now, let's move on to some fair or foul. Man, social media has been out of pocket all week. They've been mad. Old line been mad all week. Every story that broke this week got people up in arms, and we're going to tackle these here. Mm-hmm. Let's start with the Pro Bowl. So I didn't even notice until this morning that the Pro Bowl is no longer on the weekend. It's like on Tuesday night.
What?
Now, it's not tomorrow. It's Tuesday night on ESPN. Good morning, Christina. It's Tuesday night.
Do they even still play the Pro?
Good morning, Martrice. You're just in time for fair or foul. Okay, so the NFL announced earlier this week that Shedeur Sanders is going to be a Pro Bowl replacement, and everybody lost their gourd about this. I mean, they're talking about this is what's wrong with the NFL. This is what's wrong with the U.S. dollar. This is why we can't get cancer. This is why, it spilled over into life shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, Shedeur got these folks mad. Mike. No, let's start with Mike. No, we'll start with you, Mike. Mike, the criticism of Shedeur Sanders being a Pro Bowl replacement, fair or foul?
It's foul. My whole thing. I think I called you. I was like, "What's up with all this hate right now? Hey, bro. Who else are they going to put in there? Nobody wants to even play in it. First of all, second of all these veteran quarterbacks that would get a crowd going, they're like, nah, man, I ain't going to play in this useless game. And Shedeur actually will bring people. He wants to get the viewing up. Why not? Who else are you gonna put in there?
Now, Ferrer said ain't nobody watching on Tuesday. I'm gonna be watching our take on Tuesday. Are y'all gonna be doing live simulation of the Pro Bowl, Ferrer? Because y'all gonna run right up against it. It starts at 6:30 and y'all come on at 7 on Tuesday, so we shall see. Now, Tasha, answer this for Ferrer. She said, who did Dion write a check to?
Dion didn't write a check to nobody. Who was the alternates?
Yeah, everybody declined.
Tasha, I'm glad you asked that. I'm about to throw you an alley-oop. Just make sure you bring it on home. So I did some research. The original starters were Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Drake May. Allen injured, Herbert injured. May, you get excluded because you're playing in the Super Bowl. Mike Vrabel would put a bullet in somebody's head before they let him play a flag football game in the sand 3 days before the big game. All right, declined. Here are the people who said thanks but no thanks. Trevor Lawrence, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow. Okay, Patrick Mahomes, Daniel Jones, Bo Nix, Cam Ward all had surgery. They're injured.
Right. Jaden Daniels in the NFC though, but
no. Oh, I'm sorry. Daniel Jones is what I meant. Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, who would have been a replacement that we would have been like, okay, I get that. But where are we going? Where else are we going here, ladies and gentlemen? And Soul says they also put Flacco in the Pro Bowl. Please cancel the flag football game. Jarrell, who are they supposed to play, bro?
But Jarrell, and this is no slight to this person, but y'all know who I blame because I love this brother to death. No, I blame Sean Taylor. R.I.P. Had he not knocked the shit out of that punter,
I was wondering where you was going.
we would still be having full contact. But when you had the caliber of player that Sean told, my God, the boy, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go back and Google that.
Hey, that punter's legs is like this.
That's why they got rid of hitting in the Pro Bowl.
Because if I'm the general manager, no, RIP to Sean Taylor. You're right. I didn't know where you were going with that, but you're right. If I'm the general manager of that punter, I'm calling the league office like, no, wait a minute. Y'all ain't finna be headhunting and knocking my players out in the offseason.
I mean, but it was a punter. They come a dime a dozen.
Well, that's true. She says that she may lose viewers if she damn. Make sure y'all follow her on TikTok. Dang, Farrah. Okay. All right.
I'd rather watch a Texas high school flag football championship than a Pro Bowl flag football game.
I'm going to go back to something that Tasha said the day after Saturday after the Saturday that Shedeur was he drafted on Sunday or Saturday? I don't think we had a live show that day. It was after that. We had a show Saturday. He was drafted later that day in the 5th round. The next time we came on, Tasha said, y'all know the NFL is about to start pumping Shedeur Sanders content for engagement. I was like, but he ain't even starting. She said, watch. Lo and behold, Shedeur.
That's all we saw all season long.
To Farrah's point, I may lose viewers if I show that game. No, people going to tune in to watch Shedeur. Or at least they're going to be engaged on social media, even if it is a flag football game. I think that's your one Hail Mary to get people to watch a flag football game on a Tuesday night. Because I'm looking at like, does Michigan play Tuesday? When does Michigan
play? Why is
it
on a Tuesday?
But he brings the younger crowd. Like to the younger people, they don't care what day it is. They're going to tune in. They're going to watch reels. They're going to see what he does. Like
Farrah, what is going on? He was drafted after the draft. I thought you had love for Colorado. He was drafted after the draft. That's Mike, you might be right. Now, because there's Shedeur out there, I'm going to watch a little. No, I don't know. If Michigan is playing, I'm not going to watch. All right. Let's go with this next one because this one really kind of grated my cheese a little bit. Bill Belichick.
Yeah, Tasha going first.
Tasha going. Oh,
where did your cheese?
I don't know. I'm at that old age now. Hey, Tasha, this is your fault because you sent me that reel about the unk with the catchy saying, so I've been working on them for the show. I don't know. I'm just out here not trying to get my cheese grated. You know what I'm saying, nephew? Yeah. Bill Belichick is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Tasha, go.
Look.
Is that fair or foul? Let's set you up.
First of all, everything that he accomplished, for everything that he accomplished, is foul as fuck. But I have been hearing other people say it's the media. And you know, he always had a smug ass attitude when it came to the media. He gave short answers. He wasn't the most pleasant. I get that. And I was watching, it was Nightcap, and Unc brought up T.O. about how they didn't make him a first ballot because it was only what you did on the field.
Right.
But when it came to T.O., it was all this of what you did on the sidelines, what you did inside the facility. Because T.O. never had any off the field issues.
Was it the bench pressing in the driveway?
They was trying to throw that out there. And so I think that's what they're trying to, the 10 or so who didn't vote for him. But now, and like somebody else said, y'all wasn't calling for the voters when T.O. didn't get in, but now y'all want to call to see who didn't vote for Bill Belichick. But we all kind of know it may be the way he rubbed people wrong. And then I didn't know this, that only one coach gets in per year. So now every coach is going to have to get pushed back another year because they're really going to have, I don't give a damn about the explanation this year because we kind of know what it is. Next year, if another coach gets in over Belichick or he doesn't get in and that keeps pushing the coaches back, somebody got some splaining to do.
Now, good morning, Antonio Brooks. Very dapper. Is that a London Fall coat?
That look like a Burberry. That's
okay, bro. Y'all making that
That's
money
not
up there. Okay. He says a lot of writers do not like Belichick, to your point, Tasha. This is their way of get back, petty at its finest.
And it is.
It's a plain example. It's a plain example of politics. Like if kids ask, or these younger kids, like, what do y'all mean by politics? This is what that means. Like you don't kiss their shoes. You don't say, hey, how you doing? He's like, what do y'all want? What questions do you want? You have 5 questions. I don't have to answer them. I'm Bill Belichick. My job is to coach on the field. And that was Bill Belichick. He's like, I'm gonna win championships. I think people are trying to say, well, you cheated this way and you had this gate over here, which could be valid.
And wait a minute. If you're holding him out for Deflategate and all these other cheating, are you gonna put that on Tom Brady too?
Exactly, they should, but they won't.
There you go.
Yeah,
Mike, you just kept that so real because Tasha, that was going to be my question. If we're going now, see what Antonio is going with the petty writer, and we saw that a lot in baseball. Them baseball writers can jack you up too.
Yes,
like they can really jack. I think
like the one voter who didn't vote Ken Griffey Jr. in, so he got 90. Come on, dude.
Like the baseball writers, they have a lot of power, and they're really entrenched. Most of them have been there since the Negro League. So, like, there's not a lot. No, but to Mike's point, as far as the infusion of youth, there's not a lot of young people. Like how he said, the youth will be there to tune in for Shedeur. There's not a lot of youth in baseball. The turnover isn't as quick as it is in basketball or football. I think it's fair to hold Tom to the same category. But if we're talking about a body of work, shouldn't cheating be factored into a body of work? The Deflategate, they were guilty, and Spygate, they were guilty, right?
But I don't even think that's their issue. They're throwing that out there. They just don't like him. The media doesn't like him, because if that's the case, you're not gonna put Thomas Edward. Has he got another name? Brady in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, go.
Because no, Jerry Rice, because he benefited from those practices that Bill Belichick instilled. So if that's what y'all saying, because the Deflategate and the tape gate and this, that, and other thing, apply that to Tom Brady, and it's not going to
say it again. What you said earlier about that they will what now? I just want you to.
I said they should, but they won't.
There's no way. There's no way they're going to do that.
Way.
There's no way.
They literally wrote a movie about him. Was it him having 8 championships and staying with that organization? I mean, like,
him.
I want to see that. I want to see that argument of the same people that said that has something to do with Belichick, which we all know what your guy just said is petty. That's their way of getting back at him, because they didn't like how he conducted himself during interviews. And that's why you see a lot of these, Steve Smith, that's why you see him going out here trying to be a media darling, because nobody likes Steve Smith.
Right.
And he's out here bumping his gum, sleeping with other people's wives and whatnot.
That's a great example. He's not likable.
Everybody is wanting to get into the media because they want to get those jackets. Mm-hmm. They want to go to Cooperstown. Mm-hmm. They want to go to
Great point.
What's the Hall of Fame at the NFL Hall of Fame?
Canton.
They want to go to Canton. They want to go up there in Connecticut, where the Basketball Hall of Fame is.
Yeah.
Is that Connecticut?
I thought that was in Kansas.
Massachusetts. It's not in Kansas.
I'll look that up. Eli Manning kind of slid under the radar because we were so irate about Bill not getting in. This is his second year he didn't get in. Now, I know we had this conversation when he was eligible a few years back, and I said I don't think he's ever going to get in. Mike, you're sniggling. You up first.
I'm laughing just because I know he has that show with his brother, and I know they always give, crap to each other. And, if I was paid, I'd be like this. Like, just drinking my tea. Like, hey, man, I might have to go get them to re-alter this jacket here.
I'm a little snug. I can't pull the button.
Right. Here, maybe it fits you. You want to try it on? No? Okay.
Mike, so let's put the over-under. I'm going to put it at 1.5 years to make you pick one or the other. 1.5 years, Eli get in.
I think they put him in next year.
He ain't never getting in. Tasha?
I would agree with that. But
I think he's going in, but his
He
biggest
going in. He going in.
You know
And
what?
I'm so hard.
But I think his biggest issue is his regular season.
Explain that. Somebody got to explain that to me. Because he was a 500 quarterback.
So that's his issue. Yeah, he beat a undefeated Patriots team. He's got 2 Super Bowls. He played decent in Super Bowls. I think it's his regular season that people are.
I think that if they do let him in, they need to let him in with Tom Brady, because if Tom wasn't the GOAT, no one would care about his 2 Super Bowls. His Super Bowls would be looked at like the guy from Tampa Bay, the Johnson that won it when they beat the Raiders.
The fact that we don't even know his name.
Right. It's something Johnson. His kid plays at college right now at a big time program.
Was it Brad Johnson?
Brad Johnson. Thank you. Brad Johnson or Jeff Hostetler or who's the guy from the Eagles who beat Tom? Nick Foles. He'll be in that ilk. Like, okay. But you
brought up Jeff Hostetler out of all people.
He says until Jim Plunkett get in, Eli shouldn't get in.
Jim Plunkett is yes.
No, until Steve McNair gets in.
Because Steve had better regular seasons.
Much better, and an MVP. He can sit at the table with Peyton and talk.
There should have just been one way, but they had to give it to Peyton to appease.
What Tasha's been saying though is like it's politics game, so like that's why everyone's trying to get like being a commentary and like that. Like that's why Eli's doing that.
That Manning cast didn't happen by.
That was a great point that was made. Keep going, Mike.
I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, that's why he has this show and everyone's trying to do their own show and try to get out there. Tom Brady doesn't need to be on there, but it helps, like to everyone's point, get away from Belichick's shadow so he can do his own thing.
I mean, Antonio, everything you're saying is true. We know that. But the argument that some people are saying that they didn't vote for him was because of all the scandal, not whether he won after. They're trying to throw that out there just to say they
he'll be 100% ballot first time.
No, and of course we know Tom's going to be a first ballot but again, when it comes up, I want to hear those people with that same argument because Tom benefited from some of that.
He benefited from all of that. If you got the other team's practice on tape, I'm sitting in there. I'm already got a high football IQ because he went to the University of Michigan. So whether he outplayed Drew Henson or not, the football IQ was there. Lloyd Carr didn't play around like that. I mean, look at Chad Henne. He had a 20-year career in the NFL.
Right.
Plus, he won at Tampa Bay. That was the one where I was like, all right, he done put it out of reach now.
Why did he win that one at Tampa Bay? Because Lyron Petty Rogers himself decided not to run the fucking ball in the end zone. You could have. Well, I just ran the play that was called. You're Aaron Rodgers.
You're Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Audible. You could have ran, and you would have been in the Super Bowl.
Jeff Hostetler, baby X-Rated. Shouts out to Carlos Coronado. Checking in. Happy belated birthday, bro. By the way. Speaking of Raiders, when y'all gonna get a coach? I know the Titans ain't lapped y'all on the coaching front.
Don't nobody want to coach the Raiders, would you? You ain't got number 2 good players, a defensive and a running back.
You really count him as a good player?
He was
his NFL rookie season looked like his game against Penn State. But
what's the tight end? I forgot you got the tight end.
Yeah. Brock Bowers is legit. He's legit. Yeah. If they let Terrell Davis of Denver get in, Eli definitely will get in. That's a good – but he had an MVP, though, Antonio. He had a league MVP.
Terrell was a very good running back. Exactly. Mile high salute.
Mile high salute. Speaking of mile high, great segue, ladies and gentlemen. Tasha, for you not to gone to bed last night and did your homework, you really in your bag today.
Papa proud of you. Damn near 3:00.
Neither did Mike. Like, I don't know how y'all do it. I think I'm friends with vampires, y'all.
I'm tired as hell.
I might be one too. Did you bite me on your last visit? All right. Denver head coach Sean Payton. I can't stand him. Bro. I want to get that part out.
And that's foul, man. You ain't gotta say nothing, man.
Mike, Tasha, do you want to lead this one in? Did you know what happened?
Yeah, I know what happened. He out there talking out the side of his neck, basically said Bo Nix was injury prone. And Bo Nix said, who the fuck you talking about?
Who you talking about? Tasha, I got written right here STFU. So like we're there.
Yeah.
Mike, just y'all two just jump in here.
I mean, that's multiple. I mean, think about the logistics part of it or the legalities of it. Like that's a HIPAA violation. How you telling everybody like that's private information, bruh?
HIPAA. You can go. You get prosecuted for that.
You know what they're doing though. You know what they're doing, and I told Paul this, and I started digging into it, and I saw that video too that you shared. They are tanking his contract because his rookie contract's about to be over. So they trying to tell everybody so that they can pay him less. Man,
could this have anything to do with the pickle that the Broncos found themselves in with Russell Wilson? With Absolutely. That huge contract, and then they tried to get him to buy it out, and he was like, no. They wanted to alter the injury clause, and he said no. So then Sean Payton went on a smear campaign.
Whose fault was that? You had Sean asshole Payton, who just, first of all, the way he totally disrespected Russell Wilson.
He did.
I wish Russell Wilson would have gave him some pushback like Bodacious Nix is. Like
that name, but he did though, Tasha. Remember on Twitter when he finally
started back afterward.
It was way after. It was way after.
Yeah.
So if they want to blame anybody, all of this is Sean Payton's fault because he out there bumping his gun, motherfucker. I ain't gonna give you my money back neither. You talking wet about me out here in these streets,
right? You leaked all of that information about my office, about my relationship with my teammates. Sean Payton did all of that to get him to tank his contract. And Sierra said, all these babies you putting in me, we ain't giving back a dime. That's a wife move.
Sierra said, level up, level up, level up, level up.
To see, if y'all seen the ride video, if you remove the car and put Russell Wilson right there, you see why she got all them babies. That's all I'm gonna say. That ride video, Sierra. Let's move on. I agree with Mike. He's trying to lower Bo's value for the next contract talks. Coach Payton is a snake. He's a cold-hearted snake.
They ain't gonna win nothing with Sean Payton. I'll tell you that.
Okay, Paul Abdul. He's been telling lies.
It drummed up images of Russell Wilson, and then remember how when I say we, I mean we as a collective online presence jumped on Russell. We took Sean Payton at face value, like Russell, damn, you must be garbage. You didn't.
I didn't. The only thing I said is, Russ, you're not helping your case. But I don't think Sean Payton was putting everything in it when it came to coaching that he should have, because he wanted to get rid of Russ.
He wanted to get rid of him. And he continued to take shots at him, not even after he left Pittsburgh. So that was a couple of stops.
Like, why your name in my mouth?
Right. Like I saw the meme about Candyman. It said you had no problems with Candyman as long as you kept his name out your mouth.
Exactly.
Some people just keep their name out your mouth and you won't have this smoke. So the whole Russell Wilson thing, I'm looking at it from a different lens. And I know Bo Nix is like, bro, because he went on a radio station shortly thereafter and said he don't know. First of all, you don't need to be talking about my injury history because you don't know my injury history.
You know what he said?
I don't agree with that.
Like that.
You don't know, right? What you know about that? I disagree with that, Bo. I saw draft day. They know if your baby mama wipe her ass.
Well, first of all, as old as he is, he's bound to be injured. Hell, he's 49 years old. 137 years old when they fought Joe Louis.
What? Is John Elway still in the front office there?
No, he retired.
Okay, who's in the front office there? It's not Lynch.
I don't know.
But whoever's there, Mike, you're that person. Who are you picking over the next 2 years? Bo Nix or the coach?
Oh, I'm picking Bo Nix. It's clear as day. Everyone can see it. You ain't gonna win nothing with Sean Payton. Like, your quarterback can't trust you. You've already had the track record. Like, bye.
When you start messing with my money, Now, and if you decide to franchise tag me or do the exclusive franchise tag where we got to match the offer and give over a pick, I'm lowballing you if I'm the Cowboys.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, man, your ankles is all toe up.
When's the last time a team has won a Super Bowl when the players didn't respect their coach? It don't happen.
Good. Okay.
I mean, we could say Tampa Bay with John Gruden, because I don't care what nobody say. That was Dungy's team.
I'm gonna stay away from that because I defend Barry Switzer in '95, so I'm gonna stay away from that.
I mean, but we had like Barry Switzer wasn't no garbage though.
That was Aikman's team.
It really
right.
was.
And Barry Switzer wasn't garbage.
That right. I'm gonna stay out of that one because I open myself up for cross examination if I go into that part. But I agree with Tasha. Okay, reaction, fair foul, and we got to come right to you on this one, Tasha. Yeah, the cat's like, they finna ask about the Steelers. I got to go. The Steelers hired
Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, thank you. I was gonna thank you.
They don't want to win. No.
Fair foul. The reaction, the visceral reaction / roasting of the Steelers for hiring Mike McCarthy, Tasha, fair foul.
It's fair. They ain't trying to win.
They had a fair all day. Go ahead.
They ain't trying to win. Y'all know the Steelers get a coach and hold on to him for 11 years. This man is already 60 plus years old. They gonna be wheeling him out in a wheelchair before he makes it any duration. Like Chuck Noll, what's his name? What's the other guys on the other coach?
Bill Cowher.
Bill Cowher and Coach Keep a Job. All of them got hired when they were younger.
Yeah. Remember when it was supposed to be, I can't remember the coach. It was a well-named, established coach that was supposed to take over for Pittsburgh. But then Tony Dungy said, hey, just give my guy here an interview, Mike Tomlin. And I remember when people were like, Mike Tomlin, why would Pittsburgh do that?
Especially after Miami didn't want him because he was too hip-hop. He interviewed for the Miami job first. And Miami said no because he was too hip-hop.
And he was the pillar of, I'm going to call it rural America in Pittsburgh. He wasn't out there bopping around or doing the John Morant Gold Grill and all of that stuff. Like
he wasn't doing none of that race. One of his sons went to Dartmouth. He had another one somewhere else, and his daughter's a competitive gymnast at Georgia for the gym dogs.
He was the complete antithesis.
His wife's making unit clothes and stuff for the wives, and
Mike McCarthy. That don't move you. Is the criticism
laughable? That's laughable in many different reasons.
It's disrespectful though, Mike.
I know. I'm trying to be disrespectful right now. So that's laughable on multiple different ways.
And Mike, did you hear him say they're open to keeping Aaron Rodgers around?
No, that's what I'm saying. So this started because they asked if Aaron Rodgers was going to retire, if he was going to stay. And Aaron Rodgers said, I'll only stay if y'all go get McCarthy.
That's exactly what he said.
Bruh. And so the Steelers went to go get him.
and that goes to show as much slander as Coach Keep a Job got, it wasn't him. I mean, now 80% him, but the rest of it by their organization wanting to keep, obviously that was not his choice. If they're saying, okay, we're gonna go get Mike McCarthy because we want to keep Lyron, y'all ain't trying to win. I wish my child.
I think this is their scapegoat. I think they're trying to be a rebuilding team for the next 5 years. I'm assuming because that's the length of the contract. So the next 5 years they're going to be rebuilding. So they have that scapegoat, like, oh, okay, well maybe Aaron Rodgers and the coach ain't it.
Mike, but to Tasha's original point, and thank you, Antonio. We appreciate you. Class of '93, stand up. But to Tasha's point and to your point, off wax, they're gonna need 2 wheelchairs. The quarterback and the coach.
Because did y'all see how old and slow him and Flacco looked? They looked their age. And then look, you even take it back to Tom Brady when he was in Tampa. Brady looked his age, but they had things around Brady. Number one, a bona fide defense and a decent offensive line that kept Brady off of his ass.
That offensive line mauled Kansas City in that super bit. What was that guy? LeGarrette Blount? No, not LeGarrette Blount. It was the guy from that Leonard Fournette.
Yeah.
Running wild, looking like the LSU Leonard Fournette in that Super Bowl. That offensive line was blowing through. Thank you, Antonio. Aaron Rodgers is not a 5-year plan. He's a 1-year stopgap. How he got – I think we need to start calling him Sunshine, Tasha.
Look,
He's making people. He had Devontae Adams chasing them all around the country.
him in Miami need to start Kyler Murray on line 1.
Right.
Malik Willis on line 1.
Malik Willis, especially Malik Willis, because he's bigger and stronger than Kyler Murray.
What's his name? Shit. The backup quarterback I can't even think his name. At the 49ers. What's his name? Shit.
If you wouldn't have said it, I would have told you. He was in the Pro Bowl last year.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, the one who was in when Purdy was out. What is his name, y'all?
He was the number 3 pick in the draft. Oh my God!
We all sitting here and can't think his name. It came from New England, but I don't know about that because he could be a system. He could be a system quarterback. So
Mac Jones, Tasha.
Mac Jones. We don't know because Mac Jones could be your prototypical system quarterback, and maybe that going to another system may not work. But
No. I'm giving up picks for Mac Jones.
But you got Kyler Murray and you got Malik Willis.
Yeah.
But y'all want to hold on to Lyron Rodgers?
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of trades. Before
Marquise had a good one. Dobbs. Yes, I would take Dobbs over Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Oh, wait a minute. Before we go, because I know Tree's going to have to leave soon. Again, guys, let's send up some prayers for the Maryland Hastings family. Yes. Our friend Tamika Dennis, her mother will be funeralized today, which is also Martrice's aunt. So keep Martrice's mother, Miss Sheila, who does chime in from time to time in our prayers. And also pray for, well, no, I'm not going to say that because I don't know if everybody knows that. But yes, keep Martrice and her mother in your prayers along with Tamika and, like I said, the rest of the Marylands and all the family. As they're funeralized Miss Gloria today. Right.
I totally agree 1,000%. And as the prayers go up, Farrah's still in the house. Farrah, I love you. Your TikToks be popping. Your TikTok lives be popping.
I hate TikTok.
Put your handle in the comment section because I really enjoy the way you host those games. And then she's hosting Unraveled, the ladies basketball league. Very proud of her. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is the NFL Honors, but y'all don't need to watch tonight.
It's tonight.
It's tonight, Tasha. The Super Bowl is next Oh, wait a minute. It's next Saturday. It's the day before the Super Bowl.
I mean, that's what I was saying. I was like, wait a minute. Did I miss something with the Super Bowl?
No, I got thrown off because of the Pro Bowl being on a Tuesday
But
night.
Let's go back to the Pro Bowl in itself. Why does it have to be the week before? All this shit is already being drawn out. The national championship game is played
for the money.
2 days before the damn Super Bowl. And then you got bowl games being played January 9th. Don't nobody give a damn about a bowl game.
Kentucky versus Appalachian State on January the 9th.
Yeah.
On January the 9th. And then you got the playoffs coming on right after that. But put the Pro Bowl back after the Super Bowl. People watched it. We're not watching. Y'all got people out there catching with Hulk gloves on for skills tournaments and shit. Who wants to watch that? What the fuck is going on?
Perfect time, man. It's gonna save the day. Perfect timing gonna save the day, Tasha. There we go. Hey, make sure y'all do that. Hey, I will stream Unraveled today. Tap in. I will be there. Of course, Martrice. Mike, let's start with you. MVP. Who takes it? Who's your MVP?
I'm gonna just double down.
But who is your MVP?
I'm gonna double down on Stafford just because I had him at the halfway mark too. So I'll go with Stafford.
But you know you can change your mind when presented with new information.
Yeah,
you don't have to take Stafford. I changed one of mine.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You're going with Stafford. I'm going with Stafford as well. And 4,700 yards, 46 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Sign me up. Tasha?
Who on the list? I ain't picking Stafford if I got to ask y'all.
Drake May is your MVP because he's the only other one.
Who else? I said who's on the list?
Drake
CMC's
May
on there, right?
And Matthew Stafford.
They the only two candidates?
No, CMC's on the list, I thought.
Tasha, just take CMC. And
no,
he even that great
no. I'm not picking him either.
Well, who are you picking?
Jonathan Taylor.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
He ain't even on the list because y'all couldn't get me on the list.
Good answer.
I mean, y'all know I don't like. I can't call Matt a Matt and a Stafford, but I don't like.
You sure can't.
But his end of the season numbers and his play did not dictate MVP to me. But
okay, what about Sam Darnold? He's on the betting list for MGM. A Sam and a Darnold? That don't get you gander?
No, I'm going for Drake May. I mean, I know he probably won't get it, but
Josh Allen is plus 600.
Mm-mm.
He
wasn't supposed to win it last year.
Sure was. What did you call that? The Joel Embiid?
Joel Embiid, and here, shit.
Yo, I fell out of my seat when she said that last year. That was hilarious. Offensive Player of the Year, Mike. Mine is Drake May, because I was going to take whoever didn't win MVP as my Offensive Player of the Year. I got Drake May.
I got CMC, and I think it might be a little biased with like Comeback Player of the Year, so he'll get
CMC.
Yeah.
Why y'all didn't pick Matt Stafford to be the offensive? But he's not even on the list, and he's an offensive player who is an MVP candidate.
Because he's gonna win the MVP.
Right. He's gonna win the MVP.
but does he play on the offense or the defense?
He plays on offense.
So why is he not in the run for Offensive Player of the Year? If he's best,
he is. You can pick him, Tasha. You can pick him right now.
Can he be on the list for Offensive Player of the Year?
You can pick him right now, Tasha.
It's a family mockery. It's the shitty setup for him to win the MVP. That's how you already know he's gonna win it. Who else is on the list?
Hold on, I'm looking right now. We got Jackson Smith and Jigba. We have Puka Nacua, Christian McCaffrey, Bijan Robinson.
You got to go with May because all of them had decent seasons, but it wasn't a lot of consistency. And you can't fault poor Bijan. He down there running for his life.
I like it when you don't do research. The off the cuff stuff is way more hilarious. Drake made 4,400 yards, 31 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 113.5 QBR. I can live with that. Now, T Sizzle, I'm about to pop up a comment, and I want you to introduce it before we finish our TEP awards. Okay?
Yo, my baby is checking in from Milan. She's working at the Olympics. Hi, boo boo. Oh, y'all keep talking. Keep talking. I got to show this.
All right, Mike, we're going to move on. But Denise, I saw your photo shoot from last night. Yeah. I saw your photo shoot from last night, Niecy Pooh.
Y'all see my baby? She look like she's walking in the fashion shows.
She really does. She really does. I was a proud uncle last night. You know how the old people do? I was like this, looking over my glasses.
Well, sipping your tea like that.
I was like, look at her go. And then when I saw the location tag, I was like, oh, okay.
It is currently
international, y'all.
All right.
It's currently 5:00 p.m. in Milan.
I saw what she said the time frame is kicking her butt, but it obviously not because it wasn't a hair out of place. You look fantastic, Niecy Pooh. Live your life. I'm so proud of you. Keep traveling too. Keep traveling. You put a dent in that passport. Mike, Defensive Player of the Year, who you got?
I don't think it matters. I think they're just going to give it to Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Running back, Steon said. Run the picture back. She didn't see it.
I'm sorry, Steve. Hold on. Wait a minute, Steve.
I was all like, look at my mom.
Mike's like, wait a minute.
I don't know if she put it on Facebook, Steve, but she put it. You had to go on the Instagram, and she put it.
That look like one of them Bad Boy album covers from back in the 90s.
Not Bad Boy.
They had hits. Look,
she wasn't at no Diddy party, and if she was, she would have been like, hell no.
Well, from the looks of it, Cassie and them wouldn't have drug her into the room. She would have been safe. All right, she would have went on home in an Uber. All right, next up, no.
No, she would have been dragging somebody. What the fuck?
Right. And what Tasha should have said is stay safe. Stay safe. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you for being the adult in the room. She said, send it to her. My ass can't see. I told you how we be looking at the phones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You trying to push your eyeballs in, like, oh, okay, I can see it now.
Send stuff to the chat, and I'm like, blow it up. And Mike's like, you can do that with your fingers, right? I'm like, oh.
Dummy mix.
Blow it up. Y'all, my Defensive Player of the Year is Jeffrey Simmons. This is not even close. Jeffrey Simmons led all interior defensive linemen in sacks, solo tackles, tackles for loss, pass rush, win rate. And yes, I know that Myles Garrett led in sacks, but he's not an interior defensive lineman. He's an edge
Hey,
rusher.
check your IG. I just DM'd it to you, Steve.
Yeah.
She likes so anyway.
Damn. I just gave you clanger some love. I'm about to post them on Facebook, Auntie. Right. For the 40 and up club, you got to post on Facebook. And then somebody's going to comment, turn your life over to God. You look beautiful. You look beautiful. Turn your life over to God.
There'll be somebody's mama. Hey, call me.
Right. Last but not least, offensive rookie of the year, Mike, you up.
Oh, he didn't do coach. Okay.
No.
Rookie of the year. I'll go with
you're right, Mike. Coach of the year. Coach of the year.
Coach of the year. I'm gonna go Mike McDonald because I didn't think he was about that. So
I'm going with Mike McDonald.
Yeah, I'm going with Shine Sweet Freedom too.
Who?
Shine Sweet Freedom, shine the light.
Oh, you mean that Mike McDonald? Oh, you went there. Nice music reference. The reason why I chose him over Mike Vrabel is because their path to the Super Bowl was a joke compared to Seattle's. When you have 3 teams in one division make it to the divisional round of the playoffs, you earn that number 1 seed. So Mike McDonald, go blue. Good job by you. I'm gonna lead off with the last one. Offensive rookie of the year. Close. It should have been Cam Ward, but we were asked, like he said. So I'm going with Tetiroa McMillan, wide receiver, Carolina.
Oh, I like him too, but I also like Travion.
Yes, he's on the list, Tasha. Good job by you.
And I blame if he doesn't get it, is Vrabel's fault because Travion Henderson, they didn't really start playing him till like the middle towards the end of the
season. When Ramondre Stevenson got hurt, Travion came in and balled out, but he went back to Stevenson when Stevenson got healthy, and it killed his numbers. To your point, good call by you, Mike.
That's kind of why I have Ibuka. I think Ibuka played really well throughout the whole season. So
all this
Ohio State, he kind of fell off too.
He fell off because my fantasy team, I had to bench him. But the whole team fell off really. So I don't know if that was him or was that the team, because didn't they lose like 6 of their last 7 games?
That's because most.
I mean, but still,
step up for Mike Evans.
Production was still down. McMillan, the Panthers was just out there skating on thin ice, but he was still putting up decent numbers.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry I missed that. Thank you, Denise. Do you feel Jeffrey Simmons wants to stay with the Titans, or should he consider other teams?
He wants to stay.
He wants to stay.
He's definitely staying now.
He should consider other teams. Just as a businessman, if I'm his agent, I'm like, well, just take a look. Just listen.
You're always checking.
Like I said, the only reason why he would even consider another team is because the Titans keep putting out a piss poor ass product, and I tell you that all the time. I said y'all gonna lose Jeffrey Simmons because the product they putting out there. That's fair. That's fair criticism because he is the best defensive player in the league this year, in my opinion. And but when you don't have a secondary. And L'Jarius Sneed didn't play but 2 games this year, and then you traded off your other starting, and you started to tank. He didn't even get coverage sacks. Those were all busting your ass. But they're gonna give it to Myles Garrett, especially seeing how Joe Burrow folded, and that's not taking anything away from Myles Garrett. I mean, you also had Will Anderson Jr., who under all circumstances still gets out there and balls.
A real quick quirk on this, Melanie Taylor, and tighten up. I love the fact that we get to talk Titans this spring because it's exciting times in Nashville. When San Francisco put foot and belt to ass on us, week 17, I believe, we went out to the Bay and we played them. Robert Saleh went up to 2 people after the game to shake their hands. One was Cam Ward. He congratulated him on being tough because Cam Ward got beat up pretty bad in that game. And 2, Jeffrey Simmons and him embraced, and Jeffrey said, you're going to be in Nashville next season. And they laughed about it. This was before the anything that shook out in the offseason. So I think that his head coach being there and what he did with little talent in San Francisco, I think he's like, I can go to an MVP level with a guy like Saleh calling plays for me. So tighten up. I'd like to see him in the playoff Super Bowl. Oh, I would too. That just made my nickels hard. I would too.
No, because had I said that, y'all This shit
Because
is,
I can wear my bare chest out at the beach. You can't.
says who? Depending on which beach you go to. I don't know about you. You better get them passport stamps up and travel a little.
That's fair. Because I do need to get right. Let me go on this fast real quick.
I've been to a new beach or two. Yeah.
Really? We'll talk about that after the show.
Put them on the
Mike,
glass.
something after before this show go off the rails.
I don't know if I did or not.
Glass, girl.
One of my friends said,
Did I wish my mom a happy birthday? If not, happy birthday. Her party's tonight, so I'm gonna shout that out.
"Uh-oh, y'all about to turn up? Okay, on a Tuesday."
Got your girl in the back. She choosing.
I'm gonna leave that right there because that just makes me happy. Because Mike said 11-6, don't at him. Talking about the Titans record next year. I'm going 10-7 and the 7th seed. We're gonna be back in there with Mr. Salah. And Tasha, let me just say this to you and Joe Shelton. No, it didn't go over our heads. Salah la 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 la. Say la la. I saw that and I was like, nah, that ain't gonna go over our heads. We're happy about Mr. Phillip Rivers Jr. All right. The man got 8 kids. All 8 of them was there in two-tone blue. Looked like a whole separate.
I saw that. I was like, wait,
so
he bringing the cousins and everything too, or what?
They look so. All the kids are so pretty. Pretty chilling.
He lining them up and knocking them down. You know what I'm saying?
I like her winter coat. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, she was
over
clean.
there.
We were clean.
Yes, and when they asked him what to expect this year, he said violence. He said,
Yes.
still us sitting on your couch.
Long, strong, and lean. Ain't nobody coming clean.
Hey! I was like, uh-oh, violence. Normally, we are the victim of violence. They said, damn, he not giving her a break. Right, he ain't letting up off her neck. Mike, okay, so Mike, anybody else shout out?
It's more than a neck he ain't letting up off of.
Her back, and her. All right, Mike said, no, I'm good. Tasha, who you shouting out this week?
We got to shout out our nephew who turned the big 1-8, Mr. Miles Sawdog Sawyers, who will be attending Lindsey Wilson in the fall. So shouts out to nephew. And I had another shout out, but it slips my mind. Y'all know how I do. I think it was, my kid. You told me to do it. Or I was going to say shouts out to my kid who's over there working, doing her thing. She set up some lighting the other day and froze to death, but that's neither here nor there. And just everyone who is under the ice and the cold, just praying that everyone stays healthy and safe. If you don't have power, go somewhere. If you can, get out. Try to just stay safe out there. Shouts out to my baby brother who called. I showed you guys the photo. A branch fell on the windshield of his car, and he said the only thing he could do was put his hands up, and the glass came through his windshield on his Jeep. So he's all right. We were actually joking and laughing this morning. So all right, that's all my shout outs, gang.
I want to send a shout out to Dusty May for giving us an iconic meme that Michigan State fans will never be able to live down, of him sitting with his leg crossed, not worried about a damn thing, while all those creatures and ghouls and goblins were surrounding them. Dusty May, you just went viral, sir.
And the way he walked off, like how Prince be walking when he used to walk into the Minnesota Timberwolves game, that's what got me.
Right. And as my mother just said, it's a special birthday in the Coulter family. Carter Paul Coulter will be 12 on
12 years old.
Y'all, this boy is 12 years old, and we looking eye to eye.
You're supposed to tell me what size shoes he's wearing. I said, ooh.
I will be FaceTiming him after this show and seeing what's cracking for the B-Day. I already know kind of what he wants. When they get to the age where they just want money, you're like, but I don't get to shop. Like, what do you mean you want Roblox? What you mean you want some Xbox gift cards? Well, I want to buy you a present. So we'll see how that conversation. He don't want that shit. He's like, no, just send me my Xbox gift cards. You can do the online, and my mama will download it. Like, I'm like, damn, you know all of the terms and conditions and everything. Mm-hmm. So that's probably what I will be doing. Yes, Mom, I hope you watched that last night. Gus Johnson was looking like he was in one of them poly relationships. I think he was rooting for Michigan and Michigan State last night.
Yeah, he was.
He was proud to see Michigan on that stage, the state of Michigan on that stage, because it is a big basketball state. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, next week is our Super Bowl preview show. Mike gonna have some prop bets for you to get out of Christmas debt, and we're gonna do it like that. So
shout out to you for giving me that app. I won some money last night.
Mike won some money last night. You won me some money because you talked me out of the under. So shouts out to Michigan Mike. I got some money to play with today. Tasha, quit rubbing your kitty cat. We'll see y'all next week.
I log out of this thing.
Right, I'll log out of this thing.
Go blue.
Go blue. Tasha, in Spanish, please.
I don't know if I need to say it. I just showed on went to smut.